Introduction. In today's changing environment, there are many companies competing for the same customers. Therefore, customer service is a very important aspect in obtaining a competitive advantage and keeping your customers coming back. This training video will give you practical training information in communication with effective delivery, teamwork, making sure you and your team understand what needs to be done, conflict management in a constructive manner, and customer service, handling people in a professional way with excellent service. Customer service. Who are your customers? It is important to know who your customers are. They are the next person in line to receive a product or service from you. In your position, you will be dealing with Woolworths customers. Therefore, you should always attempt to provide top quality service, which aligns with Woolworths' commitment to top quality, not only in product, but also service. Expectation of the customer. Never compromise on service. The customer comes first. Good first impressions last. It is critical that the customer is always satisfied. What stood out to you as the reason that you would return? Now, think back to when you were dissatisfied with a company. What do you wish they would have done differently? That is why these 5 aspects of service are very important to the customer. Reliability, reaction, insurance, empathy, tangible. Reliability. To provide the service that was promised and to be reliable, as accurate as possible. Tell customers if you do not know the answer to the question they are asking, but that you will go and find out, rather than being dishonest. Reaction. The willingness to help the customer. How are you currently reacting to new customers, and how can you improve on it? Insurance. Your knowledge and sincerity shown to customers is a courteous way that builds trust. Empathy. Show compassion and tolerance to customers. Put yourself in their shoes. Tangible. Deliver the physical facilities, equipment, and your appearance contributing to excellence. Try and see yourself through the customer's eyes. What would their first impression be? Why do we lose customers? The graph shows the main reason why customers leave a specific organization. Reasons why customers no longer wish to do business with you. 5%, new friendships. 3%, move. 14%, unhappy. 9%, competitive reasons. 69%, attitude of staff. As a staff member, if you show negativity to any customer, the customer will leave and use another company's service. Only 10% of customers will complain about it, while the remaining 90% will simply shop elsewhere and tell at least 8 people about the bad experience. This means for every 1 complaint, there are probably 9 others that you don't know about. This can make or break a company. If you see yourself as a person that delivers a good service and has a real customer-friendly attitude, this means you see your customers as the most important part of your work and have a sincere appreciation for those who use Cavalier products. Why is it important that you deliver a good service and make a difference for personal reasons? Increased job satisfaction, less stress and anxiety, more job success. Period of action. It is critical that you analyze each service interaction. Each and every time a customer makes contact with you or somebody else at Cavalier, it is important, as this contributes to the customer's experience and our company's image. Make a list of your interactions and discuss which actions went well and why you think it went well. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. You, as an employee of Cavalier, are a part of the chain that contributes and sustains the growth of the entire Cavalier team. Communication. An important skill when interacting with your customers and colleagues is effective communication. This plays a crucial role in presenting ideas to management and chatting with colleagues, as well as talking with customers. There are two parts to communication. 1. Verbal communication. That refers to words that form a specific language. 2. Non-verbal communication. That refers to all human communication that is not made up of words or written down. The two are used together via facial expressions. The clothes you wear, your tone of voice, and even the way you smell. Always communicate with a specific goal. If the words you use do not match your tone of voice, facial expression, and body language, this can influence the effectiveness of your communication and send mixed signals to the customer. Listen and react with empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand another person's emotion and thoughts. Place yourself in the shoes of someone else. Imagine how that person experiences a situation you show empathy for. By using empathy during the communication process, and especially when a customer is cross or unhappy, you will be able to improve your interpersonal effectiveness. Listen and understand your customer's emotions. Why is it important to always improve your communication skills? Pause the video to give yourself time to think about what good communication is. Good communication skills include posture. By standing or sitting up straight or leaning forward, always think about the message it sends to your customers. Eye contact. It makes customers feel important, makes them feel you are listening. In some cultures, eye contact is avoided as a sign of respect. It is one of the most important aspects of body language during our communication with others. Focusing on the forehead, eyes, nose, a variety of messages can be sent. Depending on how long you look at a person, can convey a message of interest, rejection, or physical attraction. Smile and greet. Smile and greet a person clearly and audibly. Always speak in English. Introduce yourself. How important is a name? The customer wants to feel important, so it is important for them to be remembered. This makes them remember you. Tips to improve on this. Ask for and listen to their name carefully. Repeat their name out loud directly after they've shared it. Concentrate to associate their name with their face. Write their name down if necessary, after they have left. Always say the person's name while in conversation. If the person introduces themselves with their first name, use it. Respect if they prefer not to share their name. Word. Be attentive to words you use in conversation. Keep the conversation simple. Don't use complicated words. Be patient. Be considerate. Avoid words like, okay, all right, dear. Head shaking. By nodding your head, you generally mean consent of approval. Arms crossed. This is regarded as a closed gesture, closing yourself off to communication. Keep your arms free. Offering assistance. Make your customer feel comfortable. Turn towards them and lean forward to show you are paying attention. If they need to wait, indicate to them how long they need to wait for. If this includes you having to ask a colleague for assistance, always speak in English with your colleague in front of the customer. This prevents you coming across as rude. Then give the necessary service or help. Pointing with your index finger or pen. This can come across as aggressive. Rather, indicate with your full hand, palm up. Touch. This can vary depending on the circumstance and what message can be sent via touch. Physical space. Approach a customer from the front and not behind them. Don't stand too close to a customer. Standing too close can make them feel defensive. After offering your help, don't hover and linger for too long. Step aside and let the customer continue to browse if they haven't made their decision. Thank you and goodbye. Stay focused on the customer until the end. Ask them if there's anything else you can help them with. Greet them when they leave. Conflicts. Conflicts is a part of our daily lives and has a greater influence than we realize. Conflict must be handled sensitively. By using effective communication skills, conflict can be resolved constructively. Conflict is simply ideas, activities, or behavior that cannot be associated with each other. Conflict that is handled correctly can have many benefits for you and others. What do you think the benefits are? Is conflict positive or negative? Always try to apply conflict constructively to the benefit of the Cavalier team and your collective goals. Conflicts do not arise without reason and will only be resolved once the cause has been identified. There are many causes of conflict. Needs that are not satisfied, values, perceptions, knowledge, assumptions, expectations, different backgrounds, willingness and ability to handle conflict. Techniques to avoid conflicts. Build confidence in communication with others, empathy and the I message. Control your own reactions and listening skills during conflict. Find underlying interests. Staff should never argue with each other where customers can see or hear them. Never regard a customer as a nuisance. They will see it in your attitude towards them. How do you deal with difficult customers? Listen. Apologize. Take notes. Reevaluate the situation. Make suggestions. Come to an agreement. Resolving conflict. Start with an optimistic belief that conflict can be resolved. Focus on the problem to understand it fully. Be receptive to creative and new ideas. Look for new ways to define problems. Make sure you understand the other person. Let them speak. Show empathy. Be in control of your own emotions. Ask what would make them feel better. Make sure the other party understands you. Share your feelings. Confirm the other person understands you. Do not attack with you. Look for the cause. What is the problem? Describe the problem fully to avoid any misunderstanding. Everyone must be given the opportunity to describe his or her goals. Obtain collective options and solutions. Discuss possible solutions and alternatives and how you feel about it. Decide on a plan of action. After all alternatives have been discussed, choose the solution that will have the most positive outcome for both parties. Remember to understand the other person's frame of reference. Everyone sees and interprets problems in different ways. Teamwork. A team is a group of people working together to achieve a shared and meaningful outcome by making use of all team members' individual skills and creativity. What does teamwork consist of? What are the goals and values? 1. Ongoing communication and listening to each other. 2. Clear rules and job descriptions. 3. Recognition and appreciation of each other's contributions. 4. Mutual respect. 5. Be accommodating of each other. Picture yourself in a collective team. What can you do as a team to improve to the next level? When employees come together and work together to achieve collective goals and support each other, this is proven to improve work and business performance, in turn, elevating good service delivery and a high level of customer satisfaction. Team support is very important. Support each other. Every person in the team will need help. Be a great team player and help fellow colleagues. This creates a comfortable and positive working environment. Make use of each other's strengths. For example, if somebody is good with customers, place them behind the counter. If somebody is experienced in processing, put them in charge of the bandsaw. Clear communication and listening to each other is critical. Without cooperation, goals cannot be achieved. All skills of a team are needed to achieve an end result.